Introducing the F-Series, the newest off-highway trucks from Caterpillar, building on the legacy of the D and E Series trucks with more reliability, more performance, and ultimately more productivity. In the next few minutes, you'll learn the basics of how to safely operate the 773F, 775F, and 777F off-highway trucks. This video is divided into 5 sections: safety, walk-around inspection, operator station and controls, operating techniques and tips, machine shutdown. Before beginning any job, make sure you're wearing the proper safety equipment, including hard hat, ear protection, safety shoes, and safety glasses. The first step before starting any machine is to read and understand the safety and operating information in the Operation and Maintenance Manual. This manual should be stored in a pocket on the back of the operator's seat. There are several points to consider before climbing onto the F-Series machine. Never modify your truck with things like counterweights, overinflated or foam-filled tires, or work tools not approved by Caterpillar. Conduct a survey of the job site to avoid any potential hazards like overhead and buried power lines. Know the width of your truck in order to maintain proper clearance when you operate near fences or boundary obstacles. Become familiar with the meaning and location of safety signs on the machine. Mount and dismount the machine only at locations that have steps and/or handholds. Maintain 3 points of contact and always face the machine when climbing on or off. The deck, walkways, and steps should be cleared of any debris, tools, or other items. Review the meaning of hand signals with ground personnel who will be communicating with you. And always wear your seatbelt whenever operating equipment. Do not allow unauthorized personnel on the machine. As you enter the machine cab, secure all loose items like lunchboxes, tools, and other items that are not part of the cab equipment. Use caution when refueling a machine. You should fuel outdoors, stop the engine before refueling, and avoid open flame, sparks, and smoking materials. Review the location of the fire extinguisher and familiarize yourself with its operation. Nothing should be mounted on the rollover protective structure or ROPS in any way. Always use a board or cardboard when checking for leaks. All fluids under pressure, including coolant, can penetrate your skin when they leak, even if it is a pinhole leak. Check the coolant level only after the engine has stopped and the filler cap is cool to the bare hand. Remember that cooling system conditioner contains alkali, which can cause injury. Use nitrogen to adjust tire pressure because it is not combustible with air. Before starting the engine, the operator should perform a walk-around inspection of the machine. A 777 machine is used in this video. Please consult your specific machine's operator manual to verify the location of the following service checkpoints, as some checkpoints may not be in the same location for the 773F or 775F. Inspect the tires for proper inflation and wear. Inspect the chassis and the dump body. Inspect hoses, tubes, lines, and hydraulic cylinders for leaks or wear. Check the oil level in the transmission tank. Check the oil level in the hoist, torque converter, and brake tank. Drain water from the fuel water separator. Check the coolant level in the radiator. Check the level of the engine oil. Check the oil level in the steering tank. Check the dust valves on the air filter. Once the walk-around is complete, you are ready to become familiar with the operator station and controls in the cab. The new cab provides better visibility for the operator in addition to a more convenient entrance and exit. The first step is becoming familiar with the Caterpillar Comfort Seat. Always check the condition of the seat belt and mounting hardware before you operate the machine. The control system of the suspension automatically adjusts the seat height to the mid position according to the weight of each operator. The suspension system of the seat automatically lowers when the seat is not occupied to allow easier access. To move the back of the seat to the desired position, pull up the seat recline lever. When the back is positioned properly, release the lever to lock it into place. The best riding quality is when the pointer is in the middle of the range. By pulling up the fore and aft lever, you can move the seat forward or back to the desired position. Upward and downward seat movement is also simple. Push the knob in to go up and pull it out to move down. For more lower back support, turn the lumbar support lever clockwise. Turning it counterclockwise decreases lower back support. Push the suspension damping lever down to increase the stiffness of the suspension. Now let's take a look at the control panel and various gauges, levers, and switches on the left side of the steering column. The stairway lamp switch allows the operator to light up the stairway leading into the cab. A second switch at the bottom of the stairs allows the operator to shut off the lights when exiting or to turn on the lights when boarding the machine. The headlamp switch turns on the lights mounted in the front bumper. The hazard switch allows the operator to turn on the flashing hazard signals. The dimmer switch controls the brightness of the dashboard components. Use the telescopic tilt steering column adjustment lever to adjust the column to the most comfortable position. And much like on an automobile, the intermittent wiper washer, headlight high beam, low beam selection, and turn signal are all located on this lever. 18 dash indicators, 5 analog gauges, and the 2 digital displays are visible on the instrument cluster. The 5 parameters monitored by the analog gauges are brake oil temperature, engine coolant temperature, engine speed, torque converter oil temperature, and fuel level. Moving to the right side of the dash, CAT Messenger, or the optional advisor as shown here, provides much of the machine's operating information. For a more detailed overview of how to operate and access information from CAT Messenger, please see your operator's manual. The cigarette lighter socket receives a 12-volt power supply. An additional 12-volt power supply and a 24-volt supply are provided behind the trainer's seat. The secondary steering and parking brake release switch allows the steering system to receive secondary steering oil and parking brake release oil to flow to the tank. See Operator's Manual for proper use of this switch. The manual retarder lever is located on the right side of the steering column. It activates the primary brake system as a backup to the service brake. Several controls perform the duty described in their names: the air conditioning variable temperature knob, the on-off switch, and the fan speed switch. The console to the right of the operator's seat contains the transmission shift lever and the body hoist lever. The throttle backup switch allows the operator to raise the RPMs of the machine in the event of a floor accelerator sensor failure, so the operator can navigate the machine to an optimum location for repair. The shift lever lock button must be pushed in before the shift lever can be moved from P park, R reverse, or D drive to N neutral. The parking brakes engage when the shift lever is in the P park position. Placing the shift lever in the 1 position, first gear will engage only that gear and will not allow automatic upshift or downshift. When in second gear, the machine will only shift between first and second gear. This feature allows you to hold the lower gears when operating in poor underfooting. Placing the shift lever in the D drive position will enable upshift and downshift. The top gear is selected by use of the momentary buttons in the shifter handle. The top button will shift the top gear selection to the next higher gear through 7th gear. The bottom button will shift the top gear selection down to the next lowest gear through 3rd gear. 2nd and 1st gear are accessed manually. The selected top gear and the actual gear will be displayed on the dashboard VIMS or Messenger display. The hoist system is electronically controlled. The hoist control lever activates 4 of the 5 positions of the hoist control valve. The 4 positions are: raise, to raise the body; hold, to hold the body in place; float, to allow the body to float so vibrations from the haul road do not damage the body or frame; and lower, to lower the body to the resting position. The 5th position of the hoist valve is called the snub position. The operator does not have control over the snub